Hey guys, good morning, and thank you for being here for another video. Now, I know most of my videos center around me being all done up, looking cute, wearing a nice outfit. This is not going to be one of those videos, because today I will be out in the garage working on a little DIY project. If you've been on my channel for a while, you would know that I usually film sitting down on a fancy little antique Victorian settee, which is basically just like a small couch. Now, I bought the settee secondhand on Facebook Marketplace. It was a little stained, a little dinged up, but it served my purposes just fine. However, now that I'm in this nice new space and I'm going to have my own little studio room, I wanted to fix it up a little bit. So that is what I will be doing today. I will be fixing it up, giving it a fresh new set of colors, and I'll have you guys along with me, show you how I do it, and maybe give you some inspiration for your next DIY project. So we will now leave the comfort of my beautiful pink office and go somewhere a little less kawaii, the garage. So here we are now, out to the lovely garage, and here she is. We will be giving her a full makeover over the course of the next few days, and the garage is open, so you will hear some noise pollution. Hopefully I can edit that out. But here you can see what we're working with right now. The fabric is quite nice. It has this pretty sort of pattern in the fabric. It's like an off-white cream color, but as you can see, it does have some staining to it. There is like a little bit of damage over here. And then the frame color is a little more yellowy. So hopefully what I am going to be doing is essentially painting, believe it or not, painting this fabric a nice soft pink. So that'll be, you know, all the parts of the fabric, the backrest here, the back here, and then the frame I'm going to attempt to paint a really pretty gold color, and I think that will get it looking quite nice. So first things first, I am going to paint the upholstery and then do the spray paint on the frame. So first I am going to apply some tape around, you know, the edges here of the frame so I don't get any paint on it. So I'm going to take care of that really quickly and we can get to painting. Okie dokie, taping is all done. Along the front anyway, I'll have to turn it around and get the back later. But now it is time for the painting process. So I had not heard about this DIY tactic until May told me about it. Shout out to May. So I will be using this Annie Sloan chalk paint in the color Antoinette, which is this really pretty soft pink color, and basically I'll be mixing it with some water and just directly applying it to the upholstery, and it won't get all gross and like crispy like normal paint would. It will get absorbed into the upholstery and basically just dye it this nice pretty pink color. So I've got my little paint tray over here, and I'm basically just going to be like mixing the paint with the water in the back part of the tray here. So I've got my water here, and I have this little like thick stipply kind of brush that I got from Amazon. So let's just get started. Okay, so from the videos that I have watched from Miss Annie Sloan herself, the maker of this paint, what I have seen is that you want to take your brush, and I'm just going to dip it in my water here off camera, and we're going to take the water on the brush and basically just apply it directly to the fabric here. Just going to get it pretty much like soaked to the touch. So I'm just going to do that. Okay, so the fabric is now definitely wet to the touch, and that should help our chalk paint absorb really quickly. So I'm just going to dip my brush in the chalk paint, which is down here, mix it with a little bit of water, and I'm going to start applying the paint. All right, here is the pink applied. It is a very nice soft pink. There you can kind of see the comparison. I did smudge it up onto the back a little bit, which I think should be okay because there was water mixed with it. But it is a very nice, subtle, kind of like a ballet slipper pink. And mind you, we do only have natural light out here. So I feel like with a studio light setting, the pink would probably pop a little more. There it is in comparison to like the very yellow trim of the lounge. But yeah, I think that went really well. It was really easy. I like that you can still see like the pattern in the fabric, even with the paint applied to the touch. It doesn't feel like crispy or weird or anything. You can see it doesn't really look like crunchy, like I've just slapped a bunch of paint on there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and continue to paint around this bad boy, and I will show you the finished result. Here it is. I finished painting the entire settee. I feel like on the camera it is not picking up very pink at all. Just from looking on the display screen, it just looks like white. I don't know. But in person, even in this just very faint natural light, it is just the prettiest shade of like ballet slipper pink. There, maybe you can see it a little better with the paint can down there and the edge of the settee. It's very soft, very subtle, very elegant. Yeah, I got a little bit of paint on me. But I did go around and like do the side bits here. I do still need to paint the back, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Now for the front here, I did go ahead and do 2 coats on pretty much the whole thing. I think maybe the first go around I watered down the paint a little too much, but I prefer to have it a little too watered down than have it be really thick and gloppy, because that's when it can dry like really chunky like regular paint, I guess. So I did go ahead and do 2 coats. It is still just like damp to the touch, of course. So after I paint the back of this guy, I'm just gonna go ahead and let it sit here in the garage for at least 24 hours, maybe a couple of days, and then I will see you right back here so that we can put some beautiful gold paint on this off-white yucky trim. Good morning. I'm back out here in the lovely, very chilly garage, and I'm about to start taping off the settee to spray paint the frame today. So here she is. I found some old drapes that the previous owners of the house just left lying in a trash bag, and I will be using them as a drop cloth to protect my area while I am spray painting. I've got my tape. Okay, there she is. And my drop cloth, which I will now have to dig out from under the sofa. It's fine. Let's get to work. Okay, so someone who will not be named forgot to charge the battery on this camera. So the camera's been inside charging, and while it was charging, I went ahead and taped off the upholstery of the sofa. It literally took forever and was super annoying, so I'm glad that you actually could not watch me struggle to get this done. But it is protected and covered. We invested in the even more expensive painter's tape to make sure the fabric stays safe. So now we can go ahead and spray paint the frame gold. This is the spray paint I will be using. This is the Rust-Oleum Universal Advanced formula in the gilded brass color. It is a metallic. However, I will be finishing the gold off with a matte clear protective coat just to make sure that this doesn't rub off, and if it gets scratched or dinged, it will stay safe. So I hope that it'll retain like a little bit of shine through the matte clear coat, but we'll see how it goes. Yay! The gold is on. I love it so much. You know, I kind of like the reflectiveness of it. I was worried that it might look a little cheap, but I think it has this really nice, like, soft glow to it. I think I might keep it this way. I don't know that I'll put the matte clear coat on it. Anyway, here she is. You can kind of see, you know, the pink underneath the plastic. I think the pink and the gold look so beautiful together. I'm gonna let this baby sit in the garage for the next 24 hours just to make sure the paint dries completely, and then I'll bring you guys with me to unwrap the plastic when it's done. Another good morning, guys. I'm back out here in the garage, and if you thought my pajamas couldn't get any more lazy, well, welcome to kigurumi time. It's still pretty chilly outside and I've got the garage open, but this should keep me nice and warm. So today I will be doing the final step of getting my lounge ready to go in the studio. I've just got to get the plastic off of it, get the tape off, and make sure it's looking the way I want before I move it upstairs. Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful this is. I'm really hoping that the pink will show up a little better for you guys once we're inside, but I am like fully dying over how gorgeous this is, how much better it is compared to the previous like dingy ivory colors. I am completely in love. So now that the fabric has like fully dried, it does have like a slightly more stiff feeling to it, but it is still like comfy and squishy and still mostly soft. You can tell that something was applied to the fabric, but I'm still really happy with the way that it looks and feels, even with the chalk paint on it. So now that she's looking good and ready to go, I'm going to go ahead and get my husband to help me move her upstairs. However, first I need to put up the fairy lights that you're accustomed to seeing behind my sofa in my filming set. So I'm going to do that first. Alright, now that the lights are all up, the final thing to do is to go bother my husband and ask him to help move a sofa up here with me. Let's go. Alright, well, it is complete for now. This is officially the very first footage I'm filming in my new studio. Yay! And right now it's pretty dang echoey in here because this is all that's here for right now. I'm hoping that I'll be able to add a few more things to the set soon, get some stuff on the walls so it doesn't sound like a cave in here, but this is what we're going to be working with for a while. Well, I think that is going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoy doing some DIY with me. I hope you enjoy the new sofa, and I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my day. I hope you enjoy yours as well, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!